5 lessons I've learned from very successful people. This is what this video is about. We all learn all the time. You learn, I learn, we learn, and often we learn and we don't realize that we learn while we learn. It's kind of weird, but this is how it is, right? We are in conversations and situations. We have mentors, we have teachers, we have coaches, or we are just in very normal life situations, and life just happens and we go with it. But often in life, while we live life, there are the biggest learning, and we realize that often later. However, when I look back at my personal life and ask myself, okay, if I could take out 3 to 5 lessons that I believe made me the man that I am today, or created or contributed to the success that I have in business and life, what would these 5 lessons be? And exactly this is what I want to talk about. And I recommend you do that exercise for yourself. I mean, go back, kind of like make a timeline, go back and see, okay, what happens? Where are teachings in my life that I can identify and say, yes, this probably is the reason for what happened down the road. And I repeatedly use that lesson, therefore it must be something important, something that supports you, contributes, and builded you whoever you are today. Now, my number 1 is follow your inner calling, your inner voice. I believe we all have an inner voice that we should follow. But again, we need to identify that voice. We need to hear it. We need to learn to listen. And life happens, right? We come as babies into this world. We grow up, and then we hear all these voices. We hear all those things. And usually our parents want the best for us with a, of course, good intention, and they most of the time teach us the things that they believe are important based on their past experiences. So they look back in their life and they know exactly, okay, I would do this different and this different and this different and that different because whatever the reason is, but they believe that this is the best thing, and they would do that if they could go back. So this is what they teach their child because they love them and they want the best for them. And this have nothing to do with your personal inner calling. It is an external calling. These are dreams and wishes, and often perceptions that parents have, and perceptions on life, on success, on business, on whatever it is, so many different areas, and this is what they teach. But again, it has nothing to do with your inner voice, with your inner calling, with what your heart is beating for. And that's why, to be truly not just successful but fulfilled, I believe we need to identify that inner voice. We need to find that. We need to realize, what do I want? What is it that makes me happy? What is it that fulfills me in all areas of life, not just in business, but in life, relationships, in finances, dreams, hobbies. Like, what is it that I want? What is it that fulfills me? That's why this is lesson number 1, that when I look back, I say, okay, that's probably one of the most important things for me, to be happy with everything I do. I want to love what I do. I want to do what I love. And that's, in my opinion, only possible if you really do what is within you, that thing that is screaming and want to be lived by you and your action. Lesson number 2 for me personally is, do not listen to the no-sayers. If we have ideas, if we have dreams, if we have visions, guess what? You're the only person who see that. You can see it clearly in front of you. You can even smell it. You can feel it. You have the emotion, and it's so real for you. That's why it's a vision. And again, if this is an inner calling and it appears, it's an inspiration, meaning when you are, inspiration means in spirit. When you are in spirit, you kind of receive that. It's an inner calling. You're the only person who see that. Now, what do? We go out and talk to people. We ask for their opinions, parents, friends, teachers, everybody that is important for us. We go and ask, and they give you their opinion based on their past experiences, and on their perception on that particular topic. And guess what? Again, it has nothing to do with you. They're not able to see your vision. They're not able to see it, to smell it, to grab it. It is your creation. This is what you've created for your life within you. You expressed it for yourself in a way that it is clear for you. And if you go and share that with someone, that's fine. But don't expect them to see it the way you see it. It's not possible. So what they do, again, not with a bad intention, but they give you their opinion based on something that is not created by them, through them, expressed from within them. And often this is disappointing. You probably experienced that, as I did many times in my life, that people saying, forget it, it's not possible. No. Take a serious job. Take a secure job. Make something that, all these advices. Don't listen to them. If you are sure that something is coming from within you, do it. Do it. Go for it. Don't listen to people who say no, because everything you can imagine is possible. Pablo Picasso, by the way, not from me. Lesson number 3 is follow a plan. So if you have that inner calling, if you don't listen to anybody who say no, create a plan. You're not gonna make that dream a reality if you don't actually do it. And the easiest way to do something and actually achieve something is to create a plan. You need to create a plan. Where you are today is as important to know where you want to go. So if you create a plan, you have a vision board or whatever it is for you, break it down, make milestones and all that stuff. But oftentimes people know where they want to go based on the vision, but they don't really identify their starting point. So it's like a GPS. You can type in exactly where you want to go, exact the house number, the address, the country, everything, but the GPS connect with the satellite and need to pick up your starting points in order to give you clear direction. And that's why I believe it's super important to have a plan from A to Z, meaning from where do I start? Do I learn stuff? Do I need to learn stuff? What do I need to do to actually get there based on where I am today? So have a plan, create that plan based on your vision, on your inner calling, on the thing that this is what my heart is beating for. And then lesson number 4, if you start doing it, deliver world-class quality if you want so. I want to throw in a story here, a quick story from my teacher. I did martial arts. One of my masters was Korean world champion fighting. He was in the Vietnam War for years. And I remember when I was a little boy and he taught us, he always said to all the students in the class, if you do something, it doesn't matter what it is. It was martial arts back then, but if you do something, you invest the time anyway. And if you invest the time anyway, give your 100%. I mean, it's almost dumb to not do that, right? If something takes you 1 hour and you use that 1 hour to give 50%, what's the point of that? If you use that 1 hour anyway, go for it 100%, and especially in business, world-class quality out there. And again, I'm pretty sure you experienced that yourself. We often deal with companies and face services from companies or products that are incomplete. They are not professional. It's really a struggle to deal with some of the companies and people out there because they have bad customer service, or the product sucks, or any kind of stuff like this is not satisfying. It doesn't make us happy as clients. And verse-wise, it's exactly the same thing. If you invest the time and you go for your personal plan, make it world-class. Stand out. stand out by delivering the highest quality possible. And again, it doesn't take much more time, maybe a little bit to prepare, but it's worth it. And you make a difference by having that quality, by giving that extra value, by over delivering, by just standing out, because whatever you do is quality. I believe that's super important, and for me personally, that's one of the things that I really made a habit. If I do something, I do it right. I want that world-class quality in everything I do. Now, if it comes to point number 5, never give up. See, often we start something based on that inner calling, based on a dream, based on a vision, and we resist to everything that say no, everybody that don't believe in it, don't see it, don't feel it, don't smell it, and say no. We go through it, we are on the right path, we actually do it, we create a plan for it, we know we are on track, we know we do the right thing, and we know exactly that what we do is highest quality. It can't be any better. And then after fails, like fail 1, fail 2, fail 5, fail 100, we give up. And it's a mistake. If your heart is beating for something and you know this is what you truly want, make it possible. It's you who make it possible. It's nobody else. And the only way to really make it possible is to never give up. We as entrepreneurs face many ups and downs, and you always have the decision to decide, is that rock here in front of me, is that a blocking rock in my way, or do I use that block, that rock, that stone as a building stone for everything that's coming? Use that rock, that stone as a part of your foundation that makes you stronger, and don't give up because of all these stones laying around, all these challenges and these problems. It appears as a problem, but it's nothing, it's not a problem. See, life gives us, not just in life, in our entrepreneurial journey, we face opportunities that allows us to grow, to get stronger. And I'm a believer in that everything that we face is needed for us to grow. So it's on us, how do I look at that situation? Do I use it, as I said, as a building block, or is it an obstacle? Is it something that I can't deal with it? Is it even a reason to give up? Never give up on your dreams. It is possible. If anybody can do it, you can do it. I can do it. We can do it. But we have to believe in our dreams and just go for it. Like I said, these 5 points are the points that I believe brought me where I am today. I keep doing them. I pay attention to them. I'm aware of them. I observe myself to make sure that I apply these 5 points, and you can do the same. Now, if you like this video, if you like this kind of content, please like the video with a thumb up and subscribe to my channel for more of these kind of videos. You can even, in the description below, go to my other channels, Instagram, Facebook and everything else. Go different channels, different content. Stay healthy, enjoy your journey, and don't forget to never give up. Bye.